Hey y'all, how you perking? I hope you're perking good. So, February 2021 predictions video. We are here. Yes, I realize that it is February 1st and it is 7:24 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I am just now filming this video. I am aware life happens, y'all. So I'm trying here, okay, alrighty. Anywho, I am a licensed mental health clinician as well as a spiritual intuitive, and in these videos we take a look at the tea with the tarot. These videos are always meant to be helpful. I can't take myself seriously. Always meant to be helpful, not hateful. So if you're down with that, join the family here. I'd love to have you. And we will go ahead. I need to move this around. It's not by my face like it needs to be. By my face. Anyway, if we could call your attention down here, this is the subscribe button. Click it if you haven't, and make sure you are still subscribed if you thought you were. This is the notification bell, and this is what it'll look like if you get notified of all the videos. Click it to make sure it looks like that, but still check the channel often because sometimes YouTube drops the ball. Here's the join button. This is where you can join the Perk Squad if you want. If you don't see a join button down there, Apple products don't play well with YouTube apps, so look in my description box below and there's the link for you to be able to type into a browser so that you can join the Perk Squad. The Perk Squad gives you 5 extra perks. You get to have a fancy badge by your name that tells you how long you've been a Perk Squad member. You get to have some custom made emojis that I designed and asked for myself. You get exclusive posts, exclusive videos, and you get shout outs. Speaking of shout outs, let me drink my LaCroix first. Shout out to you, Marty Hickman. So, I just got done talking with Marty Hickman tonight, and shout out to you, Perk Squad member. He actually informed me tonight that he was the second person to join the Perk Squad ever. The second person ever to join the Perk Squad. So I think that was so cool. It's so sweet and so kind. And you know how there's people on this planet where, you know, there's people you don't really like, people that you're like neutral about, people that you're like, these are really cool acquaintances, and then people that fit into a category where you're like, you know what? We could be soul family. We could be, there's something about my soul that recognizes your soul, and I feel like there's a connection there, and I feel like that with Marty. So shout out to you, soul sibling, soul sib, shout out to you. So let's go ahead and bring up these cards and move this microphone, right here. Yes. And I'm gonna get shuffled up. Whoop, whoop. So, February 2021. Whew. My January 2021 reading said January was going to be a shit show, and was it or was it not? Damn. Oh, I got so many ideas of videos that I want to do. But let's get into this. Let's take a look. I tried to film this earlier when I knew I would only have a half hour to film, and Spirit made me fuck up twice. So I had to stop the video and keep starting over, and I'm like, is that because what y'all want to share is gonna take longer than 30 minutes? I think the answer to that was yes. So let's dig into this, and as usual, this is all alleged, just my interpretation. All alleged. Okay, that's what it is. So, Spirit Guides, can you tell us what we need to know about February 2021? What do you want to share with us? What are we permitted to know about February? Well, that's a hell of a way to start. It's a hell of a way to start. Some of y'all are like, you know, damn, do you ever have any good readings? 1, yes. And 2, maybe Spirit thinks that I will say certain things that other people won't bother to touch or don't want to talk about, and so they give me all the hard shit. What is that? Like, was that Adam Sandler movie with the kid that got he took on the kid, and then they found somebody that would adopt the child, and they were talking about like hippopotamus, and the guy was trying to spell it, and he's like, you give him all the easy ones. That's what I feel like. I feel like for all the other tarot people, you give him all the easy ones, and here I have these, you know. But you know, this is how it goes. So voila, welcome to my channel. Just my interpretation. All right, so what we're looking at here, let me get some context on some of this. I definitely want a context card on this, because what the fuck, first of all, that didn't make it no better. Okay. Oh, I'm laughing at the absurdity, I'm sorry. Let me just start here. Let me just start. In February, gonna be honest here, this February is already looking like it's gonna be one of those behind the scenes months. So what I mean by that is, you know how there's some months that big things happen and we get to see it and we know exactly what's going on, and it's like, dang, it's right in our face, kind of like some of the events that happened last month in January. And then there's some months where people are just kind of sitting there and they're feeling like, is the shoe about to drop? Is there something weird brewing underneath the surface? And everybody has like a general feeling of that, but yet you're looking around and you're listening out and you hear just crickets. That's kind of what this is. It's like, here we are, kind of tied up, kind of hands are tied, trying to figure out what the hell to do. Oh, but everything looks so peaceful, and things look like it's getting better, and things look like it's smoothing out, and you know, there's nothing wrong with that. And here's these motherfuckers in the reverse position, people that have their own agendas, and their agendas are maybe not the best. Maybe they are the kinds of people that you wouldn't want to trust. So there's that. Not cool. Don't really like seeing that, but it is what it is. So what's under the surface here? What is brewing here? Because here you have the Seven of Cups in reverse. Things are not what they seem. Here you have a card that's like, some people are celebrating, and yeah, there's some cool stuff worth celebrating, but also, you know, maybe don't go hard on that. So it's like, well, what the hell? What are we saying here? So before I even go to this bottom row, let me make sure y'all can see the cards better. This lighting keeps changing on me, and I'm like, why are you doing that? So let me here fix it for you as best as I can. That's a little bit better. We'll go with that. I'm trying to help y'all be able to see. So on this bottom row, let's just take a little peeky peek. Let's just take a peek. Get some context here. Okay. Some context here. Well, damn. And some context here. So what's weirding me out with this, and I do feel like I need to remind people, these monthly readings, I don't ask for just the United States in these readings, okay? I'm asking for February 2021. We live on a whole ass globe, okay? We live on a whole ass planet Earth. There's other people here besides just Americans, even if America doesn't understand that. So sometimes with some of these things that come up, it may be talking about the US, and sometimes some of these things are talking about other pockets of the world happening. And I've had plenty of people send me articles to some of the things coming true in other countries, so that's interesting. But what I'm being like, Lord have mercy, is when I see these two cards here. These cards generally indicate children and families, and these cards are not in good positions here. This is like something that affects children and families, and I'm looking at something that involves rich people affecting children and families. I don't know if there's something going on where it's like, oh, we're gonna help ourselves and enrich ourselves kind of building ourselves up, and then that makes other people lower on the totem pole, so to speak, struggle a little bit more. But I don't care. This is for us. Don't know. Could be like that. But I'm seeing some rich people making some decisions that has a negative effect on some children and families. And I'm not liking that. These are wealthy people who are very well tied, have a lot of networks. They have, you know, a lot at their fingertips. They're able to just snap and make shit happen. And whatever this is, it's a detriment to families. Let's see if we can get a little bit more context on that in general. This is a legal issue. So not just an issue of fairness, but also an issue of legality, whatever this is. Okay. Are we really getting into that right now? So the chariot is like a vehicle. It's like traffic. We've talked about these subjects on this channel before. I'm not sure why this is coming up with February, but again, we've said at the beginning that this is kind of brewing under the surface. So there's something about traffic, ing, you know, spell it out, traffic, ing, that has to involve children. It is, of course, illegal and not fair, not okay. And there's something linked with the month of February as it relates to that. Somebody bringing somebody in. These people. So these are some kind of business partners associated with these children things, these activities, these business partners associated with it, but there's something wrong with this partnership. Something wrong here. Ooh, bad blood. Something happened. Screwed up their partnership. Something happened. Uh-oh, we're breaking down the partnership here. What is that about? All alleged, just my interpretation. Hell. This is like I've fallen and I can't get up. I've lost this battle. I can't move on. So somebody in a powerful partnership that oversees this stuff as it relates to kids, somebody has fallen and can't get up. Somebody is in a position where they are stuck. They can't move forward with it. They're fucked. This person. I wouldn't be surprised if we see someone release information on someone else about this, or if someone gets called out about this, if there is, you know, something like that in February, or brewing under the surface in February. Yeah, this is a painful ending and possibly a backstabbing, because there's some sort of informant involved in this. Somebody that knows the inner workings, and they're spilling details. Oh, hell. Yeah, they're spilling details. This is kind of like being undercover. Oh. And if not undercover, then like, I know these things and I'm going to flip. Yeah. Who is this guy? What? Dude, hold on. Okay. This is a male involved. If we're talking about this partnership, this stuff going bad, everything that we've seen in this pile, this particular male is involved. Could be an air sign, which would indicate it could possibly be an Aquarius, or why are they all my air signs going out of my mind? Is it then just the answer is that it's an Aquarius? I don't know. That's interesting. Could also be a Libra, and could also be a Gemini, or could be somebody who is just very cunning and very smart that made some misjudgments and missteps, because this is also a card about mental clarity. The Death card in reverse is interesting because this is saying somebody that kind of kept pushing this on past the point of when it should have already ended and expired, but they kept pushing their luck on this. So whatever it is, people might think that it's kind of over, but it's not. And I'm just going to say it. And I don't know that this would necessarily be something that comes to light or comes to fruition. But in the past, I have done a reading that got demonetized because it was about a man named Epi. E-P-S-T-E-I-N. And it's the reading said something about his passing wasn't what we were led to believe. Namely that what they said happened did not indeed happen. And apparently there's something going on behind the scenes currently still about this situation and the people involved. In a heavy way, there's going to be an undercurrent of this in February. Again, it seems like February is the month of bubbling under the surface. So who knows if we're going to be hearing about this stuff yet? But it seems that if we're getting this, if it's bubbling under the surface, one day it will rise to the surface. So I wonder if that will rise in February or if we've got to take a minute before that rises. I can see now why the cards would not let me do just a 30-minute read earlier, because here we are 16 minutes in, and I feel like I got a shit ton more to look into. Let me get just a little bit more on this. Yeah, here's a card with a child on it. It's in the reverse. Oh, God. Walking away, trying to separate myself from this. Somebody, y'all. Oh, somebody trying to walk away from this. Ooh, and this woman is having to bear the brunt of something. Hangman, delays, trying to delay stuff, but things are getting put into perspective. People are working on something. And there is also a King of Cups involved, possibly a man that could possibly be a water sign, so could possibly be a Cancer, or why are all of these zodiac signs slipping out of my head today? So maybe it's a Cancer, but it could be a Cancer, a Scorpio, or a Pisces. There we go. We're getting through it. Shit. That is also involved in this. So these are some big things. These are two men and a woman that are big names involved in this. Big fish in this sea, so to speak. So this looks like the walls are caving in. Whatever this is dealing with, the walls are caving in. Holy hell. Holy hell. So what we have over here, I'm going to pull more on that. Let me pull these up, get them out the way, so I can reshuffle these back into the deck, and we can look into what we've got going on here in February. Y'all, this reading, my ears are already burning. When spirit flows through me, my ears start burning. I don't know if you can see that redness around here and the redness down here, but whew. I start to overheat when I am channeling this. But again, this is all alleged, just my interpretation. Okay, so let's see. Who are you? Who are you? You're the devil. Okay, well that clarifies things. I'm done. What the fuck? First of all, I remember in math class one day they were asking us one of those hard questions in like 6th grade. There was like one of those word problem solving riddle trick questions, but it was in math class. And I remember I couldn't figure out the answer to save my life, and so I was trying to figure things out and write, and I wrote first of all, comma, and then left it all blank. And they took up the papers, and somebody was like, first of all, the teacher was reading it and said, first of all, that's the answer. I was mortified. I melted in my chair. I literally wrote first of all as an answer to one of those paragraph riddle math questions in 6th grade because I suck at math. Anyway, squirrel. So this Queen of Cups is appearing here as the devil. Don't know why, but whoever she is, she's not a great person here, okay? She's not a great person here. And she has sowed some seeds, and she's been waiting for her to be able to reap what she has sown. She wants to, but this is a long end game, so she's been biding her time, waiting for her seeds to grow. Apparently, this is also about children and moving children. Wow, that's a lot for this to come up in February. So there's a huge undercurrent behind the scenes of that in February. Fuck it, we're just saying it. It's here. I guess she'd have to be the devil to want to be involved in some bullshit like that. But what I have here about it... Yeah, this is like being laid to rest, getting yourself caught up where you're stabbing yourself in the foot, and people are willing to jump on that. There are partnerships that she is trying to discuss, but the people involved are trying to pay her not to, whoever this is talking about, because they don't want this out. Come on. But there's news moving. So whatever this is, I'm telling you, if this doesn't come out in February, whatever this is, the undercurrent of this is building in February, and we're going to be hearing about this at some point in the future. This crap is going to come out because they're experiencing a weakness like never before. See? That phallic symbol that we've seen on things, this time it's in the reverse. There's some kind of a crackdown kind of happening on this. See, again, trying to plan, not getting anywhere with this. A detriment to families and children. Yeah, this is like, okay, I feel like I'm being iced out on this. What the hell? There are people that are getting shoved out of this, and people are kind of jumping ship left, right, and sideways because people are on to this. So this is a very unique situation for them to go this far and this deep into this for the February reading. I'm just like, what the hell is going on behind the scenes with this, and I'm curious as to when we're going to find out. I really doubt that they would bring this up with this much emphasis for us to not know about it one day, so I think the time is coming. Wonder how long that'll take. Whew. Okay, let's all take a breath on that one. Damn. All right, Spirit, outside of those kind of things involving children, what else, if anything, would you like us to know about February that we need to know about February? That was kind of a shit shuffle, whatever. We always shuffle in between anyway. Okay. Who are you? Oh. Okay. Alrighty. So, well, they're bringing up government stuff again, as if we haven't talked about government stuff until fucking blue in the face. La Croix! Passion fruit! Passion for the fruit. Okay. King of Wands. Give me some extra context, please. Okay. Judgment card in reverse. Hierophant. Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay. There's a couple things going on here. Oh man, my mind, mouth, same speed. Mind, mouth, same speed. There's so much whirling in my head about this. Okay. Let's break this down. A couple of things. One, we're seeing issues government-wise. Two, we're seeing issues that, to me, this is feeling tied to the whole GameStop weirdness that's been going on. Just throwing that out there. So, in February, I'm seeing that there's some guy here that, there's something going wrong with his career as it relates to this stuff. Whoever this guy is, he is either in the government, or he is somebody that is heavily involved with higher ups in the government, even if he maybe represents something of private interest or business or things like that. So he's either a part of it or very heavily associated with it some kind of a way. And he is not doing so great career-wise. There's some kind of a problem here for him. Okay. All right. In terms of him trying to move forward with career and making money. Something legal. Okay, so I'm seeing legality issues. Ooh, and here we go again with the devil card. Okay. Wow, there's a lot. So, yeah, this guy, trouble in paradise as it relates to moving forward in his career. He's working on some stuff with, in terms of making money and things of that nature, but we're running up on some legalities here, and we're getting a full stop. This person, who is this person? Somebody that's like big into like financial interest stuff. I don't know anything about financials, like the economy, stock market, shit like that. I know 000 about all of that. Y'all already heard today how I am with math, okay? So numbers and math is just a no for me. This person apparently has kind of met their judgment day, and they have the ability here to lose some money, lose some status, get hit hard some kind of way. They may have some sort of public day of reckoning over whatever it is that they were associated with financially in the financial world. So I'm wondering, who is this guy? Yeah, see, again, we're talking about losing money and projects not working out, losing business or messing up business wise. And that was legal stuff that came in here. Magician, Two of Swords, Sun card in reverse. Okay, so it's like he would be in February be trying to call on his networks, call on his connections to try to figure things out, but he's going to have to make a decision one way or another, and either way he's going to be kind of screwed. Things aren't going to work out well for him. It won't be the most horrible end of the world. This isn't life ending kind of a issue, but this is a like, oh, you done fucked up now kind of an issue. So, this is February is a juicy month, even if it's behind the scenes. This is pretty intense. So here, as it relates to the government stuff, any kind of government involvement, we have them feeling like their hands are tied by something. So they're feeling blindsided, like their hands are tied some kind of way. They have people involved with them that are losing money and status. They are trying to wait and figure out what's going to happen here, but they're trying to find a way to slowly move forward and still make their money. So these people are freaking out. Whoever these people involved with the government are, these people are freaking out about this. So here we go with some Emperor and the World card in reverse. Ooh, it ain't over yet. We haven't heard the end of whatever economic crap is going on here. We haven't heard the end of that. So something starting in February, or maybe it started now and it's just continuing to evolve in February, whatever. Don't know. Like I said, I don't follow this financial economic shit. I don't know anything about it. But there are some people here that are like they either already have egg on their face or will have egg on their face for these kinds of dealings. This is a business person. This is somebody associated with the government. Both of these people are most likely male. And this doesn't look good for them and their career and their ability to make money off of things. And it seems like it's related to stock market, economy, financials, and I'm getting GameStop vibes on this pile. Like, in general, I'm getting vibes about that. So, interesting. Let's see. There's a woman here that feels like she is gonna get looked at under the microscope and wants no part in it. She's like, I'm done. I'm gonna walk away from this. And she's trying to hide some stuff. So there's a woman that's even involved in some of these kinds of things, and she looks like she's gonna try to hide it and try to do some cover up about it. Doesn't look like it'll work for her for very long, whoever she is. Like, you did it to yourself, lady. It's kind of what this is. It's like, you did it to yourself. You're not going to lose everything. Just own up. You did it to yourself. Tower moment. Go ahead and accept your little life shift that you've got going on in terms of dealing with your greed and your control issues and anything that you've done that is not on the right side of legal. Yeah, so this is just not looking good. I'm seeing a lot of people on the top losing money over this kind of thing. So that's interesting. But with them losing money on things, we have this Page of Swords here that is kind of like the quote-unquote little guy. So I guess people like us, as regular Joes and Janes, that are like, ooh, well then I have a bright idea. So it looks like what's going on here that is negatively affecting these big people in February is going to start to have an uptick in helping the little guy. So I think in terms of the economy or financials or things like that, the little guy might have a leg up in February while these people are trying to spin their wheels and figure out what the hell to do now with everything going wrong with them. So the tables have flipped. So little guy, February. What else for you? Yeah, see, I got my cup of gold. Here, look at this. I got my prize. I'm walking forward with that. Yep, look at me looking at all my stuff. So yeah, February is a month for the little guy in terms of the economy and having some ideas now and starting some shit. And so if you're one of those little guys that feel called to it, decide whether or not you want to follow that call. So let me pull these up and reshuffle all these back to the deck. So, okay, that's interesting. We are 32 minutes in. I'll do one more pull to look into anything else that we need to know about the month of February. No wonder they wouldn't let me do my little less than 30 minutes earlier when I tried, and they kept stopping me. No wonder. I took the hint and I just stopped. So, spirit guides, what else are we permitted to know right now about February 2021? What else are we permitted to know? Please inform us. Okay. Okay. Well, okay, let me get some context. I'm gonna get some context on them. Okay. Get some context on you. Interesting. Context on you. Well, and on you. And why not on you? Damn, at this point, why leave the strings card out? Join the fun. Okay, so on here what else we need to know about February? All right, so this is kind of a bit of a mixed bag here. So for people, this is going to be kind of a little bit more like a general thing for individuals, so not something happening in the world per se. But what I'm seeing here is that there's going to be people in February where you feel like you're kind of in a bit of a weak spot. Like you feel like you're either overwhelmed, or you're weighed down, or you're having a hard time keeping up with things, or something like that, which I know a lot of us felt like in 2020. Some people are saying, okay, well, 2020's continued here. This is 2020 Junior for this year. And I'm seeing more of that kind of feeling for some people where they're like, I'm struggling to get back on my feet. I'm struggling to try to make things work. I'm struggling in several components of life. So there are people here that are going to kind of be struggling. But the guide's message on this, see, we're struggling. This is like people who have emotional struggles. These are people who have physical struggles right here. But on this, I knew we were going to get something like this. Here's a card about resiliency. And so this is a card of trying to restore hope. People all the time are saying, like, what if, all your cards are reading bad stuff? Is there any kind of hope? To me, this is like there's hope here. This is like this vibe of having some sort of a how do you put it? Like emotional releases. So, you know how sometimes we'll go through really difficult situations, but then we are able to kind of express how we feel about it, get a lot off of our chests about it, and then afterwards we're like, that shitty experience catalyzed us purging some kind of emotions, some kind of bad relationships, some kind of bad work environments, purging something from our lives, and then now what we're left with is something better and more pure and that's cleansed from that purge. This is kind of saying that in an internal, individual way, for a lot of us, maybe not everybody, but for a lot of us, February will bring opportunities for that kind of internal purge. So if you find yourself going through something really difficult, try looking at it through the lens of, what could I possibly be purging here? What will I have on the other side of this issue that I wouldn't have had I not gone through this? And it will be a positive in the end, some kind of a way, some sort of a silver lining I'm seeing from this. So just throwing that out there, just throwing that out there. They wanted to put a personal note in, so I'm taking it. This is getting back kind of, more broad again. So here we have a relationship of sorts, or a partnership or something between two people, and we have this woman here. What about this partnership? Okay, this partnership moving forward with this woman looks like it's through career elements rather than like a love relationship. So it looks more like a career type of working relationship. Whatever this is kind of things coming forward, information coming forward, that could either be damning for this person or could make them look bad, which I guess is also damning. So yeah, I guess whatever this is, it's not a great thing for this person. Again, we're getting kind of legal here. So why are we keep getting legal here? There's a message to give about this. Ooh, we get the Death card. Something needing to stop, something needing to transition, something needing to move on. Yeah, something. Both of these cards are kind of talking about things that are pertaining to like moves or travel or something abroad or something like that. Moves, travel, something abroad. With the Wheel of Fortune, what's gonna happen there? Queen of Swords in reverse, but Nine of Cups. So, okay. Interesting. So, whatever, sorry about this person. If anything's gonna be kind of released that doesn't make you happy, or it looks bad for you. So somebody's got some information. Some partnership is bringing out some sort of information that either looks bad for this woman or is going to make this woman very unhappy. So we've got some kind of an information release that could look bad for her or make her very unhappy. Then we have, and it's something that could be considered about legal processes or something very formal processes, things like that. But then we get this other messenger card, and these things start spilling forward about like traveling or moving or something like that, like not being able to travel or not being able to move away or something. I don't know if this is still attached to that woman there or if this is something completely different, but whatever this is, it's something that can't be changed. It's something that is kind of happening or going to happen. And it's very, very interesting to see this play here. Is this something about like maybe travel bans or something to that effect? It's possible that it could be something more about travel bans, possibly. Because we keep talking about this moving forward energy. There's some people I think that keep kind of coming up in this reading, keep popping up, or similar themes that keep popping up. I'm really side-eyeing February right now. I'm really side-eyeing February. Like, first of all, why are you doing things under the surface and making us feel like, when's the shoe gonna drop? What is that stuff, and why can't we know about it, and when will we know about it? Like, doesn't that make anybody else feel a little bit weird? Like, that's weird to me. I don't know. And I'm getting those vibes here again. This is connected. Something here is connected to some of the other stuff that we've talked about. So this is interesting. Whoever this guy is leaving something. What are you leaving, sir? Oh, we got another man. Okay. One's upright, one's reversed, but both of these are walking away. Two guys walking away. Why do we keep... Dude, I'm not going down this path again. We've already drugged through this. This is talking about the children stuff again. I'm not going there again. Why is this a recurrent theme for February? What is going on behind the scenes related to this? There's something big. There's some kind of big developments going on behind the scenes about this. And I would like if we could be informed. I would like it if someone would tell us what the hell's going on. And maybe they will. Maybe they will. We got time to figure it out. Maybe they will. But that has come up several times now. I'm sick of those themes because that's just like, ugh. You know? Let me pull these up, shuffle these back into the deck, and we'll go into the rest of these. And then I've got to shut up because this is a lot. And frankly, I'm tired of talking and y'all are tired of listening, I'm sure. Whew, February. I didn't know I needed to take an ibuprofen before I started this. Damn. Okay. Okay. That's another kind of a internal thing. I can roll with that. These are not so internal. So, if we're going to try to go quicker again with the internal things, in February, do not overextend yourself. If there are things that come up where you are kind of getting pressured to take on more than you're capable or spreading yourself too thin, please do not overburden yourself. Your mind cannot take this. It's like there's too much chaos and stuff going on already. Just don't do it. Just don't bite that bait. Just don't try to move forward in that way. Please take things off your plate. Please prioritize. Try to get your mind straight in all the ways that you possibly can. This is not a time to overextend yourself. This is not a time to spiral out. this is not that time. So, and on an individual level, just throwing that out there. Somebody did say Mercury went into retrograde here recently, which would be kind of talking about, okay, we can't get on the same page here. This is very scattered. Like, what the fuck is going on? You know, having all of that kind of issues happening. So it's like, you know what? Take it easy if you can. Just try to take it easy. You know, we go through these kinds of things lately, ever since 2020, now for over a year. And so it's like, if we're kind of in something that's a little bit more of a lull than where we were, say, January 6th, then maybe take advantage of that. try, because it seems like they're saying that because other events would be coming in the future that could take up a lot of our mind space and heart space. It could take a lot of energy out of us, so reserve that. In the times that you can build up reserves, build up reserves. It's kind of what that's talking about. So in February would be one of those times, building up those reserves. All right, so down here, Hangman not in reverse, Hangman upright, the Ten of Cups in reverse. Get all my stuffs mixed up here. So let's look at where we're going with that. Let me move these, get these out of the way. Let's look at where we're going with that. Get a little context. A little further context. Okay, gonna be honest. Once again, this is like us feeling like we're in a weird pause. And again, with that feeling like there's some weird under the surface tension and that the shoe's gonna drop, something's gonna pop. Like, it's like having that feeling, but not necessarily seeing stuff happen. And so it's like, what the hell? And this is something that could generally cause some discontent, issues, trouble in paradise. When we have these things going on here, I hate to say, but it's kind of like, you know, we're all squawking about division lately and the lack of unity and things like that, and that we can't seem to get on the same page and that we don't understand each other and all this kind of stuff. It looks like more of that crap just kind of keeps building. And the issue here is that we have now a president who has stated that that he's prioritizing unity, but I am not entirely sure if the people who don't like him or don't like his messaging feel like they want to join the ranks and be in a unity situation here. So to me, I'm getting kind of this behind the scenes plotting. If I'm gonna be honest here, I'm getting this feeling of there are certain either people or groups that are considering what their next moves may be. And this is something that did come up during the overall 2021 reading that I did for the year of 2021, about how there would kind of be this episodic, like, you know, let me fire up and make another kind of attempt at something and then settle back down, and fire up and be boisterous about something else and then settle back down, and kind of that wave. This is kind of talking about that eye of the storm, where wave number 1 has already happened and we're in that lull, and then there would be a wave number 2. I don't necessarily know that wave number 2 would happen in February, but I'm seeing brewing. So again, where we have that kind of a bubbling under the surface vibe. Are y'all feeling that too? I mean, if you're not, apparently we will be feeling that this month. So let me get just a little bit more on that. Some people are really hoping for that to stop, and they're really ready for some self-care, and they're really excited about it, but some people are just ready to fight. So again, here we go with that duality. Here we go with that. Something's brewing, as it relates to that. Okay, let me pull these up and we'll do this last little bit here. And then I will shut the hell up because we've been going for almost an hour. This. Whoever you are, person, I'm not so sure I like you. What's going on here? I'm shuffling. Okay. I see some manipulation tactics going on. I see people trying something. Yeah, the way this leaves me here, it's like if there's going to be a certain period of time in February that seems relatively quiet, or, you know, that nothing's really happening, and there's like some elements of hope here. There's things that we could do, and there's some cool stuff like what we saw earlier about the little guy and the economy and having more opportunities or more hope, or something that they can do with that's cool. But I'm also seeing things here that looks like you know, some weird eerie quiet when we feel like we know it shouldn't be quiet and what's going to happen. And I don't know if things are going to pop off later, like, oh, towards the end of February things pop off, or if it takes longer than February for things to pop off. But I know that there's going to be another cycle of something. There's going to be another episode of something. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? You know, what is that? What is that? So it's just that weird feeling, and it's a recurrent thing coming up here in February. None of these readings, by the way, are meant to scare people. People are like, oh, it's scary, or it makes me anxious. If it's scary or it makes you anxious, don't watch them. I'm just giving people heads up the best ways that I can, covering things that most people don't want to cover, refuse to cover, won't cover, whatever. And at no point in time will things ever be all bad. At no point in time. There will always be silver linings. There will always be opportunities for good. There will always be choice. It's just that if I did readings and Spirit spent the whole time saying there's opportunities for choice, there's opportunities for hope, things will never be all bad. It'll be like, thanks for that reading, but how did that prepare me? What did that do for me? You know, you know what I mean? It's not necessarily the most useful per se. So they're trying to kind of split the difference, if that makes sense. So that's kind of how these go, and that's what it's doing here. So I don't know. There's a lot going on that we covered so much. I feel like my yeah, good God, my ears are just like, oh, I need to go ahead and pull it to a close. I've been reading too much too long. This is just a lot. I feel like I could honestly continue going on for February for forever. Like all these readings, I'm like, I could really keep going on. But there's a lot in here. There's some good things in here, and there's also some weird things in here. So I'm just wondering, in what ways are we in the eye of the hurricane right now? In what ways is that a thing right now? But yeah, if you haven't followed some of my other playlists, you can look at my playlists for these monthly predictions, anything involved with politics, the world, society, all of that stuff I've got in there. Remember, some of these things could be happening in pockets of the world outside of just the US. It ain't all about us all the time. So keep your eyes peeled, international folks, for all of these kinds of things. Sometimes these things do involve you. So let me just, for shigs, one main February card. King of Swords. This is, all right, y'all, get very clear. Get very clear. Think. Be smart. Use your head. Make it clear. Make it clear. Clarity, clarity. So if there's a card of the month for February, it's don't be clear as mud. Be clear as a smart water bottle. So, anywho, this was a long one. If you want a private reading from me, then my details are in the description box below. You can go to my website, BeasTalksAndTarot.com. You can schedule a reading. You can look at my merch. I've got stuff about context and how you're perking and all the legend there. All these links in the description box for tips and for my scripts of how the things that I read when I'm trying to kind of clear out the energy after I do some card pulls like this. That's on my website too. Just a lot of stuff. And yes, join the Perk Squad below if you would like to get 5 perks and be a member and join that family. But for all of you percolators, let's breathe. Let's breathe. Let's ride the wave here. Go with the flow. See where it takes us. Okay? Take advantage of some economy stuff while we can. Whatever that means to you. Alrighty, y'all. So, don't be a stranger. Come back and see me, and I will talk at you later. Love you, mean it. Love you, mean it. Bye, y'all.